Hello, my name is Ellianna Bowman, and I am a student at the University of Mary Washington. Today, I'm going to be talking about this untitled drawing by Margaret Sutton, which is a part of the exhibit Untitled, Into the Mind of Margaret Sutton, that is currently on exhibition at the Phyllis Ridderhof Martin Gallery. For a bit of background on the artist, Margaret Sutton was born in Abingdon, Virginia, and graduated from the Fredericksburg State Teachers College, now the University of Mary Washington, in 1926 with a degree in art education. She moved to New York City in 1929 to pursue more education and lived there for a major part of her life. The influence the city had on her is clearly evident in her art, much of which depicts recognizable landmarks and attractions, such as this untitled ink drawing of a Coney Island scene. Several abstracted figures are depicted in a variety of swimwear, sitting on blankets, surrounded by beach balls and kites, set against a backdrop of what seems to be a boardwalk lined with buildings and shops in the distance. The composition is similar to a well-known photograph taken for the Daily News of Coney Island in 1954. Coney Island, a popular summer attraction in Brooklyn, is known for its crowds and excitement. Sutton explores that bright, dynamic energy through her use of pattern and texture. Along with her layered composition and skillful navigation of the relationship between line and shape, Sutton creates a dimensional reality that invites the viewer in. Coney Island is also known as a great place for people watching. Artists and photographers have long been drawn to the spot, such as Edward Melcarth, whose photographs of Coney Island in the mid-20th century focus on capturing people and mid-century lives in New York City. In the same way, Sutton's art also focuses on the individuals. The figures in her drawing are each especially unique and expressive. You can see this especially in the faces of the figures in the foreground. While their bodies are definitely abstracted in a Matisse-like manner, their faces and heads take it a step further. For example, take the figure in the middle with striped shorts, whose head is represented with a line that takes little form or shape reminiscent of human features. Or to the left, the figure turning away from us seems to have a head like a robot. Both toy on the verge between humanity and distortion. This duality allows us to see a sliver of Sutton's inner workings as we toe the line between the things she observed and the images she created. The background paints just as colorful a narrative as the foreground. In the back left corner, a dense pattern of dots represents people in stands, and three small stick-like figures can be seen in the foreground, raising their arms as if cheering for whatever spectacle is laid out before them. Much like how the figures in the foreground morph in and out of humanity, the architecture in the background utilizes contour lines to morph from one structure to the next. For example, in the right corner of the drawing, a brick pattern on a wall slowly unfurls into a parking lot of squares lined with streetlights. This particular drawing is also one of a series of ink drawings that Sutton made in the 1950s. One in particular that is also a part of this exhibit is this untitled work that depicts a railroad scene. Their similarities go beyond medium, however. Here we see more of Sutton's signature slightly anthropomorphic figures, as well as her focus on manipulating line and shape. She utilizes pattern and composition to create a lively scene. The use of spirals and concentric circles in this drawing are similar to the pattern on the back of the figure's shorts in the beach scene. Both create a slightly dizzying effect that draws your eye to them. One must wonder if Sutton meant for these drawings to be a bit dizzying. With their contrasting directional flows of line, it can be difficult to find a steady path for your eyes to travel, but it also keeps the viewer looking, almost like a scavenger hunt, trying to find the story that Sutton has created for us.